What's going on, guys? Welcome to my early shoulder uppers. We'll give it a minute here. Give some time for people to join the game. Ooh, there's a lag between my live talking and coming back on the screen to me. That it's unsettling. Let me get the link to our score sheet for you in the comments in case you wanted to use the official score sheet. It is not required, but if you want to, you can download this PDF file. There we go. It is now in the comments. You can download that PDF file, print it out, use it right on your computer, whichever you'd like, and you can play along with that score sheet, but again, not required. Okay. Let's do our rules. Do the rules real quick. In case we've got some new folks joining us tonight. If not, you guys know how to do it. You veterans, you guys know how to play, so this could be the time to get up and make a sandwich, grab some cauliflower chips and some vegan salsa or an adult beverage. Let the dogs out, let the kids out, whatever you got to do. Meet me back here in a couple of moments. But until then, we're going to do the rules. For any of you who need to know how to play tonight's game, we'll go through them real quick. We're going to play 5 rounds of pub-style trivia like we do every night we get together here. First round will be a picture round, followed by 3 specific categories, and we'll end the night with a round of random general trivia. Each round is made up of 5 questions that are worth a point each, and a bonus question that is twice as hard, so it's worth 2 points. 30 total questions will be asked of you tonight. Game takes a little over an hour to complete, about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes to play. I'm going to read you the questions, and you're going to write down your own answers on your score sheet at home. Please do not put any answers in the comment section. Save that for anything else. But putting the answers. You can download and print out the score sheet that I put for you. The link is in the comment section. Otherwise, it is pinned to the top of the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page that you all should like by now. If not, you can use any piece of scratch paper you've got lying around the house. Just make sure you have enough room for 30 answers, and you group your answers together by round. So I'm going to read you the questions. They'll pop up on the screen as well. You're going to write your answers down, not in the comment section. Then I will repeat the questions for each round to make sure you guys didn't miss any, or if you need to hear one a second time. So I'll repeat all the questions. Then I'll give you a moment to finalize your answers. Then I will read you the correct answers and show them to you on the screen as well. And you're going to score your own score sheets at home. So we're playing on the honor system. Please, no cheating, no looking up answers, no filling in blanks, no changing answers once you get the correct one. We're just playing for fun. There's no real prizes except some bragging rights on the line. We're just here to kind of keep our brains exercised and have a little bit of a distraction during these nutty times. So since we can't get together in person, we're playing via the interwebs. So let's just play for fun. No need to cheat. At the end of the final round, you're going to add up the scores of your 5 rounds. Then put that score real nice and big on your score sheet and take a picture of it and send it to me on Facebook Messenger if you're playing on the Facebook Live stream, which most of you do. If you're playing on Periscope, you can send me a DM on Twitter with your score sheet. If you're playing on YouTube, I don't think you can post pictures in the comments on YouTube. So if you can't send a picture, just post your score in the comment section one way or the other, and we'll get you down. Then I'll take a moment to tabulate our final scores, and we'll announce our top 5 players and or teams for the night. As always, you're allowed to double the score for one of the 5 rounds tonight, and you simply do that by circling your entire group of answers for the round you want to double before I read you the answers. When we play the live in-person game, Tuesday nights at Firewater Saloon in Edison Park and Wednesday nights at the Southside location in Mount Greenwood, you have to turn in your score sheet before the answers are read for each round. So you don't have your answers with you. So that you have to circle double score option before you turn in your sheet. So it's a little bit of a gamble. So in the spirit of the game, I ask that you circle your round you want to double before you hear the answers. Please don't wait till after you hear the answers and you go, wow, I got all 6 right, I'm going to double that round. Or don't wait to the end of the game and then just look at the round you got the most right on and circle that one. Do it before you hear the answers. A little bit of a gamble. So say the first round, our picture round, you think you got all 6 right. Go ahead and circle your group of answers and give yourself double the points for that round. You can do that for any one of our 5 rounds tonight. Just so you know, our 3 specific categories all have multiple choice and either or type questions, true or false, that variety. The general trivia at the end of the night does not have any multiple choice or either or questions. They're just straight up questions and answers. You either know it or you don't. So that's the round that kind of separates those on the scoreboard. Some tougher questions with no multiple choice. So keep that in mind when you're thinking of doubling your answers. Let's take a peek at our categories for tonight's Sunday night game. We're going to do a picture round. We've done this before. Before they were famous, I'm going to show you pictures of some rather famous people long before they were famous. Most of these pictures are from their yearbooks or childhood days. So famous people when they were teenagers or younger, you have to figure out who they are. Round number 2, Wizard of Oz. It's a movie, one of the most popular movies of all time, but it's pretty popular this time of year. Even though it's not really considered a holiday movie, it's a movie you put on when you got the family over. I think a lot of people watch it on Thanksgiving. Wizard of Oz. We're going to do a round on the Great Wizard of Oz, and then round 3 is H&H Words, double H words. What's that about? Well, every answer to that round will be words that both start and end with H. So I actually lied to you. There are no multiple choice or true false questions for that round either, because you already have the major clue. All the answers start and end with H for round number 3. Round 4 is holiday food. It's that time of year. We've just finished Thanksgiving, and hopefully all of you guys had a really great Thanksgiving and a smart and responsible, safe Thanksgiving. Hopefully you found some creative ways to get in touch with your family if you didn't do it in person. So we'll do some holiday food questions, kind of traditional stuff eaten around the world this time of year. Then we'll end with that general trivia round we spoke about earlier. As always, you see on the bottom of the screen scrolling all night, that is the Venmo and PayPal information. If you're feeling generous, this is the time of year for generosity after all, and you'd like to send a tip, they are greatly appreciated. There's no requirement to send a tip to play, but they certainly, I'm very grateful for any and every tip that comes my way. My 2 biggest sources of income are hosting trivia in front of large groups of people, and also covering hockey and doing scouting assignments for. And now that there's no games being played, there's no scouting assignments to go on. Not a lot of income coming in these days, so those tips go a long way to pay for some of the basics, to keep the electricity and Wi-Fi on for the most part, so we can keep getting together and play our play at home trivia night. So any and every tip is greatly appreciated. And if you don't want to send a tip, you can go ahead and head over to the hockeywriters.com and my author page that's scrolling at the bottom as well, and click away on all those great hockey articles you're going to find over there. I'm almost at 600 articles written for the Hockey Writers. You can click on all of them. The more clicks I get, the more money they send me, so that's another great way to help out. And more on the Hockey Writers a little bit later. Plus, you never know when a hockey information from my daily history column is going to come in play in the form of a trivia question. So you might actually be getting yourself some free trivia points as well. All right, that ends the begging and promotion part of the game. It won't be the last time, but it ends the first time. So we're going to get going. We're going to get our game going tonight. As I mentioned earlier, we're ending our Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully you guys all had a great holiday weekend. We're going to end it playing a little trivia together. So let's get started with our picture round. Our picture round tonight is before they were famous. I'm going to show you some pictures of some celebrities long before they became household names and faces. Most of these are from their childhood or teenage years, their most awkward of years. So got to figure out who these celebrities are before you knew who they were. So let's get rolling with celebrity number one. Before they were famous, here it comes right here. That is celebrity number one. What famous person did this guy eventually become? If I take that away, you can kind of see that he's playing a guitar there, playing it in a certain direction. That might be helpful when figuring out who this guy is. That is celebrity number one right there. Before they were famous is round number one. I'll give you guys a little longer on these picture clues. Some of them are a little tougher. It takes a little while to figure out who some of these people are. My trick for these types of rounds is always start with like the eyes and the nose and work your way that way. The eyes don't change. Also, tonight's game is serving as a good distraction and excuse not to watch the Bears. That's going to be brutal to watch. And now you don't have to. At least you'll miss the first quarter. Here's celebrity number two. Oh boy, yeah. Who is Miss Frizz right here? That is quite the head of hair on this one. I'll take the banner away there so you can get a better look. Who are we taking a peek at right here with that frizzed out red hair? Before they were famous, number two. Writing this down. This is round number one on your score sheet. Looks like we got a pretty good group playing again tonight, from what I can tell. Let's do number three. Celebrity number three. Before they were famous. Oh, there we go. There we go. That one, I think this one might be the easiest of the bunch. Maybe. Again, musical instrument there is to help you figure out who that is. But this one's pretty easy, I think. I think it is. I'm not very good at these types of identifications. Like if I didn't know who these people were, I would have a hard time figuring out. But this one I'm pretty sure I could get. This is celebrity number 3 of 5. All right, let's do celebrity number 4 before they were famous. There we go. Ooh, youngin. This young lady grew up to be quite famous, one of the top leading actresses in Hollywood these days. I would think it's rather hard to believe that you've not seen this woman in a movie. I mean, unless you don't watch movies at all, which is fine. Movies aren't for everybody, but yeah. Celebrity number 4. Who is this young lady? Let's move on to number 5. Ooh, yeah, look at that afro right there. That is a person that deserves a punch in the face. Who is this guy right here? He grew up to be somebody rather famous. Not exactly sure I'd use the word talented, but definitely famous. Celebrity number 5. Who are we looking at right here? And we have a bonus celebrity. Instead of a bonus question, we got a bonus picture for you. And this one is worth 2 points because I think it's the hardest one of the round. Take a look at this picture. I want to know who the kid in the middle with the basketball and the terrible Joey Lawrence give me a break haircut is right there. The kid reject in the middle with the basketball grew up to be somebody really, really, really famous. Who is he? That haircut is just the worst. Who is that guy in the middle holding the basketball? That's who we're looking for. That's the future celebrity. The other 2 guys, I don't know who they are or what they came of, but the guy, the redheaded guy, on my left, I guess it's be the left of your screen too. The redheaded kid holding the trophy looks like a guy I went to high school with longer hair. I don't know if Joey or Lenny or any of the other of our group are in here, but that totally looks like Dan Beckus. But that's not who. He's not famous, only in his own head. The goofy kid in the middle grew up to be somebody pretty famous, and I'd pay money for him to bring back that hairstyle. That is the Joey Lawrence special. But if you can figure out who that is, you're going to get 2 bonus points. This one's pretty tough, I think. This one is pretty tough. When I first saw this picture, I was going to call BS. I was call shenanigans. But the more I looked at it, I said, okay, yeah, I guess I could see that. But that's the guy. It was the first time I've ever seen that picture. But when you look at other pictures of him, he actually had that hairstyle for quite a while growing up. So I'm imagining got his ass kicked at school quite a bit. All right, let's do our picture clues again for you real quick in case you want to see them again. You missed somebody or want to take another look. Here's celebrity number 1. Who did this guy grow up to be? Our guitar playing dude. And number 2 again. There we go. Miss Frizz. Whew. I'm just hoping it was a superhuman day when she took that picture because that's out of control. I know what it's like on a humid day when you got a lot of hair. It's not fun. Number 3. There we go. Oh, who's this? Who's this little creeper right here? All the charisma in the world. That is celebrity number 3 for you. Second time. We'll do number 4 again. Here's number 4. Who is this young lady? She's hard to avoid these days if you go to the movie theater. She's in, I think she's got a contract that she has to be in every movie, pretty much, regardless. She's in every movie. Number 5, a second time for you. There's this douchebag. I don't know if this guy is a real nice guy in real life. He could be. He could be one of the greatest dudes ever, but he always is just, I don't know. I always just thought he was a bit on the douchey side. And by a bit, I mean like all the way on the douchey side. But I could be wrong. It's happened before. And it will happen again. And our bonus celebrity worth 2 points. Who's the little dork in the middle with the basketball? That's who we're looking for. It really is him. I wouldn't mislead you. Not on purpose, at least. Celebrity. That's our bonus celebrity. This one's worth 2 points because I think it's the hardest one of the group. But you might be a super fan of this guy, and you know who it is because you've stalked childhood pictures of him online. All right, let's pull that down, and I'm going to give you guys a minute or so here to finalize those answers. If you think you did really good on this round and you want to double your score, now is the time to just put a big circle around your entire group of answers, and then you can give yourself twice as many points. If you don't want to use it, you're not good at identifying famous people when they were kids. You've got 4 more chances to use it. You can use it for the Wizard of Oz round, H&H Words, holiday food, or our general trivia round. Though I don't think a lot of people use our general trivia round for their double. That's a gamble because you don't know what kind of questions are showing up there. But those are your chances for the double score option. And while we have a minute here, again, going to shamelessly promote, but I'll be going live again on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, same time, not for trivia, but part of our weekly Hockey Writers Live show, Blackhawks Banter, where I get together with the other Blackhawk writers. There's 4 of us right now. We get together every Monday night, and it's like a podcast, but with video. We do it live on the air at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live, so make sure you like the Hockey Writers page or subscribe to the Hockey Writers YouTube channel to check out the live feed. If you can't catch it live, the videos will be saved on both sites, especially the YouTube channel. You can go back and watch all the previous episodes of not only the Blackhawks Banter, but all the different Hockey Writers Live shows. So they're basically podcasts, but with the video feed. So we talk all things Blackhawks, the big news of the week. We do some fun rumor stuff. If you could be the GM, what would you do type of thing. So we'll be on there tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock. So if you got nothing much to do tomorrow and you want to catch some Blackhawks chat, check out Blackhawks Banter. Make sure you like the Hockey Writers Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel to stay up to date and be notified when that broadcast goes live. All right, let's do it. Let's do our answers for our Before They Were Famous round. Here we go. Celebrity number 1. I said that to pay attention to the guitar and what direction he is playing that. He's obviously playing a left-handed style guitar. That might have helped you out to figure out that that is Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain. All right. Celebrity number 2. Who is Giant Miss Frizz here? That is a young Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman, before she had all that work done and became blonde, she was a cute little redhead. Number 3. Here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. You guys should have known that. I mean, even without the saxophone, you should have known that that was future president of the United States, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. Uh, yeah, that one I think was the easiest one of the round. Number 4. This one's a little harder because she's pretty young in this picture. But it's very hard to see movies on a regular basis and not catch a flick that has Scarlett Johansson in it. There we go, Scarlett Johansson. Does she have 2 S's in her name? That's just my force of habit from covering Swedish hockey players. They all have 2 S's. I don't know if she does. Here's number 5. Yeah, who's eyebrow guy here? That is not The Rock. That is Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is number 5. And our bonus worth 2 points. Did you figure out who this reject in the middle is? With the Joey Lawrence, give me a break haircut. Believe it or not, this kid became one of the hunkiest, most popular leading men ever in Hollywood, and a pretty darn good actor, by the way. That's Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt right there in the middle. I didn't care much for Brad Pitt when he first started, but he's pretty darn good actor. He's been in a lot of really good stuff over the years. So that wraps up our picture round. Those answers again. Number 1 was Kurt Cobain. Nicole Kidman was number 2. Bill Clinton was number 3, followed by Scarlett Johansson at number 4. Vin Diesel was 5. And the bonus, Brad Pitt. If you got that one right, congratulations. That was a tough one. All right, that wraps up the picture round number 1. We got 4 more rounds to go. Now we're going to enter into the standard question and answer format of Trivia Nights. And we're going to start off with a round on the Wizard of Oz. This is, I don't think I've ever met anybody that says they didn't like the Wizard of Oz. There's something for everybody in this classic. So let's do some questions on it, shall we? Here we go. Question number 1 for our Wizard of Oz round. Round number 2 of 5 on your score sheets. What was Dorothy's last name? What was Dorothy's last name in Wizard of Oz? Well, I got a green can of bubbly, and I guess it, look at that. It's in the green screen. It's the small things in life that keep me happy, like that. Dorothy's last name. I didn't know too many Dorothys in my life. It's not a name that you see too often, but my grandma's name was Dorothy. I worked with a Dorothy many years ago. That was about it. Speaking of Dorothy, question number 2. What color were Dorothy's shoes in the original book Wizard of Oz? But they were changed to ruby for the movie because they were more photogenic. Were they silver, gold, or bronze? What color were Dorothy's shoes in the book but were changed to a ruby for the movie because they were more photogenic? Was she wearing silver slippers, gold slippers, or bronze slippers in the book? Little multiple choice for you here for number 2. What color were Dorothy's shoes or slippers? They weren't ruby slippers in the book. They were a different color. Were they silver, gold, or bronze? Question number 3, true or false? The Tin Man was the first character Dorothy met while traveling down the yellow brick road. True or false? The Tin Man was the first character Dorothy met traveling down the yellow brick road. And the Bears are losing already. See, I told you, playing trivia is better than watching the Bears game. All right. Number 4. Actress Billie Burke played which character in the Wizard of Oz movie? Did she play Auntie M, Glinda, or the Wicked Witch? The Wicked Witch of the West. Actress Billie Burke played which character in the Wizard of Oz movie? Was it Auntie M, Glinda, or the Wicked Witch? Taping the Bears game. Spoiler alert, they're probably going to lose by a lot. Sorry, Dan. I hate to break it to you. Yeah, the Bears against Aaron Rodgers on prime time. It's not going to be good. But I appreciate you choosing me over the Bears game. At least when you tape it, you can fast forward through all the touchdowns that the other team's going to score, and you don't have to be miserable. I am likely not going to turn it on when I'm done here because by then they could be down by like 40 points. What's the point at that juncture? Number 5. What classic rock album allegedly can be synced up with the movie when started at the third roar of the MGM Lion? Number 5. What classic rock album allegedly can be synced up with the movie when started at the third roar of the MGM Lion? Rumors and innuendo say that was done on purpose, but I don't think that's true. What classic rock album allegedly can be synced up with the movie when started at the third roar of the MGM Lion at the beginning of the film? And the bonus question for our Wizard of Oz round. For 2 points, who was the actor that played Professor Marvel, the Wizard of Oz, the Gatekeeper, the Carriage Driver, and the Guard? For 2 points, who was the actor that played Professor Marvel, the Wizard of Oz, the Gatekeeper, the Carriage Driver, and the Guard? This guy was everywhere in the movie. What was that actor's name? Looking for the actor that played pretty much every character that wasn't one of the main travelers in this movie. All right, let's read these questions for you again. Number 1, what was Dorothy's last name? Dorothy's last name in The Wizard of Oz. Number 2, what color were Dorothy's shoes in the book? But they were changed to ruby for the movie because they were more photogenic. Were they silver, gold, or bronze? Silver, gold, or bronze? Number 3, true or false, the Tin Man was the first character Dorothy met while traveling down the Yellow Brick Road. Number 4, actress Billie Burke played which character in the Wizard of Oz movie? Was it Auntie M, Glinda, or the Wicked Witch? Looking for the character played by Billie Burke. Number 5, what classic rock album allegedly can be synced up with the movie when started at the third roar of the MGM Lion? And the bonus question, one last time for you for 2 points. Who is the actor that played Professor Marvel, the Wizard of Oz, the Gatekeeper, the Carriage Driver, and the Guard? What was that guy's name? Every time I see the Gatekeeper, I always think of Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. All right, I'll give you guys a second to finalize those answers. If you think you did really well on the Wizard of Oz round, and you want to double your score, go ahead and circle your group of answers right now before I read them to you. All righty. Don't forget, we have some more. We'll be getting back together 3 times during the middle of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights we'll be meeting. There's no holiday this Thursday to prevent us. So Thursday will be a theme night. We'll be doing all office trivia. All office trivia this Thursday night. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be doing our regular games. If you have any categories you'd like to see, either for a Thursday night theme, I've got them all planned out for the month of December. I'll show you all those a bit later. But if you like a Thursday night theme, give me your suggestions. If you just want a particular round on one of our normal nights, feel free to give me those suggestions. I still got some other ones I'm going to be working in here over the next couple of days, a couple of weeks. These nights are for you guys. I'm just here to read the questions. I write them and I read them to you. I don't care what the subjects are on. I don't care. I want you guys to have fun. So the more categories requested by you guys, I think the more fun we'll have. So feel free to send me some suggestions of some rounds. You can send them with me and post them in the comments right now. You can send them with me when you send me your score sheet, or send me a message on the Book of Faces, and I'll see what I can do about getting your requests handled. So let's do our answers for the Wizard of Oz round. Here we go. Question number 1. What was Dorothy's last name? Her last name was Gale. Dorothy Gale. Number 2, what color were Dorothy's shoes in the book, but were changed to ruby for the movie because they were more photogenic? They were silver. She had silver slippers in the book. Question number 3 is true or false? The Tin Man was the first character Dorothy met while traveling down the yellow brick road. That is a false statement. There it is. False. That is false. She met the Scarecrow first. Scarecrow was the first creeper she met while traveling down the yellow brick road. Tin Man was second. Number 4. Enough about Dorothy. Actress Billie Burke played which character in The Wizard of Oz? She was the troublemaker, the catalyst of everything that went wrong. Glinda. She was Glinda, the good witch. Not necessarily sure she was good. It's all about the point of view. But for all intents and purposes, she was the good witch in the movie. That's why I kind of like. I'm not a big musical guy, but I liked the concept of Wicked, how it was told from the other side of the story, and maybe Glinda is not the good witch. All right, number 5. What classic rock album allegedly can be synced up with the movie when started at the third roar of the MGM Lion? That is Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. I did this a couple of times. Joey, you were there for at least one of them that I know for sure. It kind of sort of does. There are moments where you're like, holy cow, that's pretty unique, where like the lyrics will match up with something that's going on in the movie, or it just seems to be like the perfect background music. And then a lot of it you're just kind of like, nah, not really. So I guess it depends on how many drugs you're on when you start the movie, of how synced up it really is. But it's kind of cool to do it. You get to listen to Dark Side of the Moon like 2.5 times, so that's not bad. Bonus question for 2 points: who was the actor that played Professor Marvel, the Wizard of Oz, gatekeeper, not Zool, the gatekeeper, carriage driver, and the guard? That was Frank Morgan. Frank Morgan was always like the character guy in a ton of movies. I looked up his IMDb earlier. He was in 100 movies in his career. Was never like top billing. Was never the star. He was always the sidekick or the goofy guy in the movie. But hey, 100 movies. That's a pretty darn good career, even if you were never a leading man. All right, those answers again. Number 1 was Gale. Silver was number 2. 3 was false. Glinda was number 4. Dark Side of the Moon, number 5. And the bonus question answer was Frank Morgan. All right, Wizard of Oz. That one is done. Let's move on to round number 3. And that is going to be H&H Words. For this round, every answer is going to start with the letter H and end with the letter H. So just remember that. H and H. All the answers start with H, end with H. H&H Words. All right, here we go. Question 1 for H&H Words. Number 1. This kid's outdoor game is usually played on a court that is drawn on the sidewalk with chalk. This kid's outdoor game is usually played on a court that is drawn on the sidewalk with chalk. H&H starts with H, ends with H. What are we looking for here for number 1? Kid's outdoor game that is usually played on a court that is drawn on the sidewalk with chalk. H&H Words, round number 3. Question number 2 for our H&H Words. A feeling or guess, or to raise the shoulders and bend the body forward. A feeling or guess, or to raise the shoulders and bend the body forward. All answers start with H, end with H. A feeling or guess, or to raise the shoulders and bend the body forward. Number 3, the area in front of a fireplace. The area in front of a fireplace. H&H, and starts with H, ends with H. The area in front of a fireplace. Didn't do any multiple choice or true false for this round. I figured you already got a good enough clue with the category's title that you should be okay. It narrows down your selection process. That is for sure. Number 4, the first name of an Australian comedian with a Netflix special called Nanette. First name of an Australian comedian with a Netflix special called Nanette. H&H Words. Have you seen this special? Number 5, slang term for illegal or inferior alcohol. The slang term for illegal or inferior alcohol. Number 5, the slang term for illegal or inferior alcohol. And our bonus question for 2 points. What 2001 comedy starred 2 rappers going to college? Bonus question for 2 points. What 2001 comedy starred 2 rappers going to college? That is our bonus question. All right, let's read these again for you. Number 1, this kid's outdoor game is usually played on a court that is drawn on the sidewalk with chalk. Number 2, a feeling or guess or to raise the shoulders and bend the body forward. Number 3, the area in front of a fireplace. Area in front of a fireplace. Number 4, the first name of an Australian comedian with a Netflix special called Nanette. Number 5, the slang term for illegal or inferior alcohol. Excuse me. And the bonus for 2 points, what 2001 comedy starred 2 rappers going to college? All righty. Give you guys a moment there to finalize those answers. If you still have your double score option, now is the time to use it. If you want to use it for this round, we still have holiday food and the general trivia round remaining. Mentioned earlier, we've got our theme nights planned out for the rest of the month of December, the rest of the year. As I mentioned, this Thursday night, The Office. We'll be doing all Office trivia. A week from then, the Thursday, December the 10th, we're gonna do all pro wrestling. That'll be a fun night. We'll do stuff from all different eras. We'll cover some current stuff, some stuff from the 80s when it was at its heights, in the 90s when it came back for a bit. We'll do all kinds of fun stuff. Might even bring back the video round for the pro wrestling night. Thursday the 17th, we'll do a Jeopardy night. We did a Jeopardy night a couple of weeks ago in honor of the passing of Alex Trebek, his memory. And you guys really liked it, so we'll do that again. It's basically we play Jeopardy for the night. We do actual questions from the game show, and there's dollar amounts, and you have to answer in the form of a question. We play Jeopardy. We do real Jeopardy questions, and we change the format. Still do 30 questions, but they're all Jeopardy-style questions. So we'll do that on the 17th. Then back-to-back Wednesdays, we won't be doing trivia online on the 24th or 31st for Christmas and New Year's Eve. So Wednesday, the 23rd, we'll be doing all Christmas trivia. Everybody loves the Christmas trivia events. So Wednesday, the 23rd, we'll get together and do some Christmas trivia. And then the 30th will be our final trivia night online for the year. And it will be a year in review, 2020, the year in review. Yes, stuff did happen this year besides us sitting at home and watching everything get canceled. There were some actual newsworthy things. We'll talk about all those 2020 year in reviews on the final game and night we get together on the year. That'll be on the 30th. All righty, so let's do our answers for H&H Words. All these answers begin and end with the letter H. Number 1, kids' outdoor game usually played on a court that is drawn on the sidewalk with chalk. We're talking about hopscotch. Hopscotch is the answer to number 1. Number 2, a feeling or guess to raise the shoulders and bend the body forward. That is a hunch. A hunch. Number 3, the area in front of a fireplace is called the hearth. The hearth. Some people want to call it a hearth, but I believe it's pronounced hearth. Number 4, first name of an Australian comedian with a Netflix special called Nanette. That is Hannah. Hannah Gadsby is who has that special. Hannah is what we're looking for. Number 5, the slang term for illegal or inferior alcohol is called hooch. Hooch, also Tom Hanks' canine buddy. And the bonus question for 2 points, what 2001 comedy starred 2 rappers going to college? I said all answers end in H and H. This one had 2 words. How high? How high? One of those words ends in H and H, but the answer ends in H, or starts with H, ends with H. How high is what we're looking for the bonus question. So those answers again were hopscotch, number 1. Number 2 was hunch. Hearth was number 3. Hannah, number 4. Number 5 was hooch. And how high is the bonus question answer. All right, that's enough of the H's for 1-9. Get the H out of here. But hey, our next category starts with H2. We're going to do a round on holiday food. Stuff that is popular at tables around the world this time of year. As I mentioned, we're going to be doing all Christmas trivia on the 23rd, but we'll definitely throw in some other Christmas-themed stuff between now and then. There's so much Christmas trivia out there that we can definitely do a few more trivia rounds between now and then on Christmas or the holidays in general. Maybe I'll do a round on all the other holidays besides Christmas that gets celebrated this time of year. So not everybody who celebrates Christmas can have a trivia round for themselves. All right, let's do it. Holiday food is round number 1, or round number 4. Here's question number 1. What type of tree was the partridge sitting on according to a well-known Christmas song? What type of fruit tree was the partridge sitting on, according to a well-known Christmas song? Starting you guys off with a nice softball here, okay? This one is easy. Right down the middle, nice and slow. Hit it out of the park. Number 2, a traditional Italian Christmas Eve celebration includes the feast of how many fishes? Is it 6, 7, or 8? A traditional Italian Christmas Eve celebration includes the feast of how many fishes? 6, 7, or 8? Number 3, in English tradition, which direction should you stir mincemeat for good luck? Is it clockwise or counterclockwise? A little either or question for you here. In English tradition, which direction should you stir mincemeat for good luck, clockwise or counterclockwise? This was the night our buddy Tom from England should have played. I don't think he's here tonight. There's nobody on the Periscope right now. So Sunday night, for those of you who weren't here, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, we had a gentleman named Tom play all the way from England via Periscope, played the whole game. Didn't do too well because it was Thanksgiving trivia. Oh, that wasn't Sunday. That was Wednesday. Tonight's Sunday. Yeah, he picked the wrong night. He picked a night all about American Thanksgiving playing from England. This question, I bet you Tom would know the answer to. Hopefully he comes back. That was fun. That was our first overseas player. We've had some Canadian players in the room before, but never anybody outside of the continent, at least that I know of. So that's always fun. Number 4, according to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, visions of what sweet food dance in the heads of children? Is it candy apples, gumdrops, or sugar plums? According to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, visions of what sweet food dance in the heads of children? Candy apples, gumdrops, or sugar plums? What is the answer we're looking for here? Put it down on your score sheets. Number 5. What name is given to small sausages wrapped in bacon, a staple at British Christmas dinners? What is the name given to small sausages wrapped in bacon, a staple at British Christmas dinners? So, if there's any British friends out there and you want to invite me to your British dinner, I will definitely come to eat all your small sausages wrapped in bacon. That sounds good. What do they call these small sausages wrapped in bacon? And the bonus question for holiday foods. For 2 points, A British journalist created a hot eggnog drink by adding brandy and rum that shares its name with what famous cartoon duo? For 2 points, a British journalist created a hot eggnog drink by adding brandy and rum that shares a name with what famous cartoon duo? Eggnog. That is something that I have grown to appreciate. I hated eggnog until about maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. I had some homemade eggnog and it was delicious. I don't mind eggnog. At least nothing with any of the added. I wouldn't have one of these with the brandy and rum. Those days are over for me. But regular plain non-adult eggnog is quite good when made right. There's some awful eggnog out there, I'm sure, but I have grown to enjoy a nice cup of eggnog. All right, let's do these questions one more time for you. Let's repeat holiday food. Question number 1, what type of tree was the partridge sitting in or on, according to a well-known Christmas song? A tree that gives us a certain type of fruit. That's why it's in the food round. Question number 2, a traditional Italian Christmas Eve celebration includes how many, the feast of how many fishes? 6, 7, or 8? A traditional Italian Christmas Eve celebrations includes the feast of how many fishes? 6, 7, or 8? Number 3, in English tradition, which direction should you stir your mincemeat for good luck? Clockwise or counterclockwise? Number 4, according to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, visions of what sweet food dance in the heads of children? Candy apples, gumdrops, or sugar plums? Number 5, what name is given to small sausages wrapped in bacon, a staple at British Christmas dinners? And the bonus question for one more time. For 2 points, a British journalist created a hot eggnog drink by adding brandy and rum that shares a name with what famous cartoon duo? What famous? I don't know if it's named purposely after them, but it just happens to be the same name as a famous cartoon duo. All right, I'll give you guys a few seconds to finalize those answers. Don't forget, you see right there, there's the PayPal and Venmo if you'd like to send a tip. Also, I'm doing custom-made games for your holiday get-togethers, regardless if you're meeting in person, if you're doing an online virtual Christmas get-together. Let's do some business. I'll put together a custom play-at-home trivia game. If you want to get your own game that you can put on your TV or in your Zoom call with PowerPoint, I'm going to have I'm going to have my database for all the rounds I have up to choose from. You can build your own game with any round you want. I'll make it for you. If you pick one of the rounds I already have done, they're $15 per round, or I'll write you one from scratch. If you have a category in mind that I don't have a round already for, I don't have a problem writing it for you. Those would be $25 a round. So your game would depend on how many rounds you pick, but each round has 11 total questions, and they'll come in a PowerPoint format with picture clues for every round. If you've played one of my in-person games at the Firewater Saloon, it would be the same exact stuff we play there. So if you want your own play-at-home game, this isn't just for holidays. This is going forward when we're able to actually get together and in large groups again, and you're hosting a party or for your corporate event. If you're going to do a team building exercise or something, you want to do a fun trivia thing, we can do business. Also, again, not just for holidays, but since there's going to be a lot of Zoom holiday get-togethers with friends and families and co-workers, if you want to have a trivia night or day, whatever, a trivia game during your holiday Zoom call, and you don't want to sit there and read the questions yourself, you can book me. You can hire me. I'll join your Zoom call with all your friends and family, and we can do exactly what we're doing right here. I can host a virtual trivia night for you in your Zoom call. The cost of that is $125, but again, you get to pick all the categories you want, any category you want. I'll write the questions for you, and then I'll come on your Zoom call and host for you as well. So for $125, you can get all of this right in your Zoom call. I think that's a heck of a deal. So if you want to do any of that stuff, you can email me at the gjb1979@gmail. That's the same address that the PayPal information is attached to, or you can send me a message on the Facebook page, Trivia Nights with Greg. If you want your own custom play-at-home game for yourself for any occasion, but starting off with the holidays, we can make it happen. All right. I told you I wasn't done promoting and begging. So let's do our answers for the holiday food round, and then we'll get on to our last round of the night. Number one, what type of tree was the partridge sitting on, according to a well-known Christmas song? Easiest question of the night. I think we all knew this was a pear tree. Number two, a traditional Italian Christmas Eve celebration includes the Feast of Seven Fishes. The Feast of Seven Fishes. Number three, in English tradition, which direction should you stir mincemeat for good luck? You should stir clockwise. Clockwise, stirring that good old mincemeat. If you go counterclockwise, you'll actually get bad luck, so stay away from that. Number four, according to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, visions of what sweet food danced in the heads of children? That'd be sugar plums. Visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Never had a sugar plum. Not sure I'd ever want to have a sugar plum. I've had a candy apple, and they're terrible. Too sweet. Number five. What name is given to small sausages wrapped in bacon, a staple at British Christmas dinners? This is actually a term that we've got stuff like this in America named the same thing. There's different variations on this, but they call them pigs in a blanket, just like we call, I've seen, little hot dogs wrapped in like croissant rolls. Those are pigs in a blanket. Breakfast pigs in a blanket are good. That's when you get the sausages wrapped in a pancake. But in England, their pigs in the blanket is sausage wrapped in bacon. So that is the superior pigs in a blanket. It's a pig wearing a pig blanket. Double the pig. All right. And the bonus question for 2 points. A British journalist created a hot eggnog drink by adding brandy and rum that shares its name with what famous cartoon duo? If you're having hot eggnog with brandy and rum and maybe a little bit of whipped cream and nutmeg on top, you are traditionally having a Tom and Jerry. A Tom and Jerry is what we're looking for the bonus. So those answers again was pear tree for number one. Number two was 7. Clockwise was number 3. Sugar plums was number 4. Number 5 was pigs in a blanket. And Tom and Jerry was the answer to the bonus question. All right, that takes care of our specific categories for this evening. And once again, if you would like a specific category played in the next couple of weeks, just send me your suggestions. I'll see about getting that in. But right now, we're going to end this game, our Sunday night game, our weekend. We'll top off our weekend with a round of general trivia. I'm going to ask you some random questions. You're going to come up with the specific answers, hopefully. And at the end of this round, you're going to add up the scores for your scores for all 5 rounds, and then put your big final score on your sheets. Take a picture, send that to me via Facebook Messenger. It looks like everybody that's in here is on Facebook, so you can send that to me via the Trivia Nights with Greg account or my personal Facebook page. Doesn't matter. I show up in the same spot. So let's do it. Final round. Let's wrap this up with some general trivia. Question number 1. What is the color of a polar bear's skin? What is the color of a polar bear's skin? Question number 1. Question 1. What is the color of a polar bear's skin? Question number 2. What rock star was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006? What rock star was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize back in 2006? Question number 3. What Olympic events' 2 main styles are the glide and the spin? What Olympic events' 2 main styles are the glide and the spin? Number 4, what movie won Jack Nicholson his very first Academy Award? What movie won Jack Nicholson his first Academy Award? What movie won Jack Nicholson his first Academy Award? Number 5, what is the longest and heaviest bone in the human body? What is the longest and heaviest human bone? And our bonus question, the final question of the evening. John F. Kennedy is one of only 2 U.S. presidents buried at Arlington National Cemetery for 2 points. Who is the other one? John F. Kennedy is one of only 2 U.S. presidents buried at Arlington National Cemetery for 2 points. Who is the other one? Let's go through these general trivia questions one more time for you. Number 1, what is the color of a polar bear's skin? Looking for the color of a polar bear's skin. Number 2, what rock star was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006? Number 3, what Olympic events' two main styles are the glide and the spin? Number 4, what movie won Jack Nicholson his first Academy Award? Number 5, what is the longest and heaviest bone in the human body? Longest and heaviest bone in the human body. And the bonus question one more time. John F. Kennedy is one of only 2 U.S. presidents buried at Arlington National Cemetery. For 2 points, who is the other one? JFK is one of 2 presidents buried at Arlington National Cemetery. If you know who the other one is, you're going to get 2 big points to end your night. All righty. Give you guys a second to finalize those questions or those answers before I read you the correct ones here. If you still have your bonus, your double score option, you don't have a choice. You got to circle these answers. But I got a feeling you guys have all used that by now. We don't see too many general trivia rounds getting used for double points. But as I mentioned, we'll be back Tuesday night for our next game. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll do our normal kind of random topics. If you guys got topics you want to hear, don't forget to send those with your suggestions with your score sheets. And then Thursday night, 7 o'clock, big night for you Office fans. We're going to be doing all Office trivia. Did a little research over the weekend for the Office. Got a couple fun ideas for some categories. So, yeah, that should be a good night. I'm not the biggest Office fan in the world. I've seen a lot. I'm not like one of those guys who've binged it and seen every episode 2 or 3 times. It's good. It's not great, but it's got its moments. So it should be a fun night. I know there's a lot of diehard Office fans out there. So Thursday night is for you. If you got some big Office fans that you know, and get them to come and join us Thursday night and play along. Get them on Zoom, play together, or FaceTime each other while the questions are being read. Google Hangout, I think you can do too. There's a lot of different options to get together and play as a team. All right, let's do it. Let's do our answers so we can get on, and you guys can go watch the Bears get humiliated by Aaron Rodgers again. Me, I'm going to sit that one out. Number 1, what is the color of a polar bear's skin? A polar bear's skin is black. It is black. Number 2, what rock star was nominated for the Nobel, the Nobel Peace Prize 2006? That would be Bono of U2. Bono was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Number 3, what Olympic events' 2 main styles are the glide and spin? That would be the shot put. Shot put is number 3. Number 4, what movie won Jack Nicholson his first ever Academy Award? One of my favorite movies with him and with anybody, really. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is our answer for number 4. Number 5, what is the longest and heaviest bone in the human body? That would be the femur. Don't break that one. That's bad news bears if that happens. The femur. And the bonus question, final question tonight. JFK is one of only 2 U.S. presidents buried at Arlington National Cemetery. For 2 points, who is the other one? He's got a high school named after him right down the street from me. William Howard Taft. Taft is the other president buried at Arlington National Cemetery. So those answers again for the final round was black for number 1, Bono for number 2. Number 3 was shot put. Number 4 was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Femur was number 5, and the bonus, William Howard Taft. All right, that wraps up my portion of the show. Questions and answers, they're all done. I'm out of them. Now is the time for you to start tabulating your final scores and sending them to me so I can figure out who our big Sunday night winner is. You guys will get a couple days worth of bragging rights. And if you need, again, more suggestions, the more the merrier. Got a couple sent to me right now, marking those down.
Playing from Greg's laptop.
Thank you. Got to turn the volume down on the old Echo. All right, let's see what we got as far as our scores tonight. Let's get to it. All right, we have first of the group, BJST, no D. He fell asleep. I've got your score. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. We have also, let's see, we got Jess sending in her score. Hey, you made it for the picture round. Nicely done. All right, I have your score. That's pretty impressive if you're playing on your own. All right, what do we got here? We got Blowouts, Zupan, and Dan coming in hot. Coming in hot. Nicely done, guys. I've got your score. Let's see what else we got going on here. Gotta go over to the other account. Here we go. We got some more over here. We got the Goonies. Thank you guys as always. I have your score. Appreciate it. We have Casey score. Rico and the Twins. Got your score. Thank you. And the Titanic swim team. Amber, I got your score. Thank you. Appreciate you guys checking in and playing along. Let me double check. Get back to this one. Make sure nothing else popped in. Make sure there's nothing in this one. Okay. Nothing there. Okay. Okay. Looks like I got everybody. Let's get these scores up real quick. Up on the big board here for you. All right. One more here. All right, here we go. Here is our top 5. It's going to be quickly going through these. 5th place with 35 points. We had Jess, usually puts 7-year itch on her score sheet. Whether you had teammates tonight or you're on your own, still good enough for 5th place with 35 points. Nicely done. We actually had a 3-way tie for 2nd place, all with 36 points. BJST, the Goonies, and Rico and the Twins. You guys all tie for 2nd place. Goonies was our Thanksgiving trivia winners on Wednesday night. Almost got 2 in a row, but you have to settle for a runner-up tie tonight. We had a runaway winner tonight. Our Chicago and Cleveland conglomerate, they kind of dusted all of you guys. They are winners. Glowats, Zupans, and Dan, 41 out of a possible 42 points. Only missed the stupid mincemeat questions, a coin flip question, and that was your only slip up tonight. But now you'll never forget that if you want good luck while stirring your mincemeat, and I know you make mincemeat all the time there over in Norwich, you got to go clockwise. So you guys are our big winners for Sunday nights. You get the bragging rights for a whole 48 hours. That's a heck of a prize right there. You are our champions until you come back and defend it on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. That is when we will be back right here, Facebook Live, Periscope, and YouTube for another fun night of Play at Home trivia. Make sure you like the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. You follow me on Twitter, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got all of our events over there as well if you don't want to use the Facebook. So Tuesday night at 7, we'll get back together. Feel free to send me your suggestions for some categories you'd like to play. Until then, be safe, be smart, take good care of yourselves, take good care of one another, and we'll check you back here 7 o'clock Tuesday night. Thank you, everybody.